Hey guys, so this week the class is going to be recorded because there's a few baking in between the phases and it's just we can go a bit farther if it's recorded. So I baked the arm and the baby. The other arm is also ready. And as I said, this does not need to stay. Sometimes it will stay, sometimes it might get out. So if it gets out, you just glue it. So I'm gonna glue it. I'm using 3-in-1 beacon. It's kind of like a silicone glue, and I'm just going to glue to its close. Oops, that's too much glue. I'm just gonna glue it in here and let it fall right there. And now, before going to the next step, which is making the baby's arms and hand, I can also paint the outfit. So, because it's under the arm, I mean, it can be done before or after, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna paint it right now. Especially, I'm going to paint her sleeve because I want to glue his hair, and it's easier to paint without the hair and then glue the hair after. So I'm just gonna go with a little bit of ochre. This ochre is kind of dirty. My brush was dirty with blue and green. It doesn't matter because I kind of want it to be all stained. And we can still pull the arm out, even though we're gonna pull in back and it won't show under there, but we can still do it. So the baby's outfit doesn't need to be exactly the same color of the mom, but I want to do it a bit similar, or maybe even similar. And then I can also go inside between the baby's head and paint the sleeve. All right, so I'm gonna put this color all over and I'll come back to show more. And now that I painted the ochre, I will come with a burnt umber. So it's exactly the same thing that I did to paint Mommy's dress. And I want it to be all stained. And I'm gonna stain everywhere. I'm kind of going darker in the wrinkles. You can also even paint the arm before attaching there, but you don't have to, it's not mandatory. And also painting the fringes here, getting all paint. So same thing with the moms here, putting the burnt umber. And my priority is to paint around the baby's head. I'm not very concerned with the rest. I can paint the rest after, because I still have to add clay to attach the sleeve. And here inside the body, you can just go a bit darker because it's going to be touching. So it's kind of like shade. Also inside the sleeve here, you can go just with the burnt umber, just go darker. We're gonna glue some fringes here, so it probably won't show, but just in case it shows. All right, and now that I have the baby painted, I am just going to bake this color and then I'll be back to keep on going. So now that the paint is all baked, I'm gonna start working on the baby's arm. So I'm gonna start with the hand and use my baby reference to measure up and do exactly the same size that is in here. It's pretty small. Let me get it closer. So you can just kind of work the size going on top of your reference. And for baby's hands, I'm not going to go crazy with details and armatures or none of that, because it's gonna be placed over mommy's arm. So I'm just gonna go simple. here. I'm gonna cut the fingers. So just a little thumb there. Just gonna round these fingers and fix this one got too thick and this one too thin, so I'll just fix this cut. It's pretty small. I have some black clay in my hand. So that's it, like for fixing, rounding the fingers. And then other than that is just bringing the right anatomy to the hand, which is not super different from the adult hand, but it's just like chubbier, cuter, without all the veins. And instead of bones here, the babies, they have a little dimps over here. But the thumb also goes lower here. These ones go down. We don't lose the drop in here that we made for the mom. And before keep on going, we don't really need to worry about the bottom part of the hand, because it's going to be over the mom's arm. But it's good to put a toothpick in here, so it's going to be easier to hold and then to put on the wire as well. Oh, actually this hand is not going to be on top of mommy's arms. This is the other hand, but it's going to be on top of baby's body anyway. So once you have it on the toothpick, it's kind of easier to shape it. Just make sure we got the right size of everything. Maybe everything is a little bit too big, so we have to make it a bit smaller. That's good. It's just because that baby has the hands all closed and my baby has the hands open. So this one's looks a little bit bigger. And now that we have all the fingers, we can close them a little bit. I don't want them to be all super close together, so it doesn't look like a robot hand. This thumb can go a little bit lower here, and a little bit bigger, and more curvy. this way. All right, now I'm going to put on the baby's body. It's just because it makes it easier to keep on going. I'm just gonna place it in here. It also makes me see the size a bit better. And plan the position that I want this hand to go. So when I have it on the baby's arm, it's easier to see if it's too big or not. And I will put some arms here just so it stop moving my my flower tape around. And then we can shape this hand better and work on these tiny little fingers. All right, so to make it easier, I'm going to put some arms just to give us a better idea of the size of the hand. It seems like it's a bit big, so I'm gonna have to reduce. And I'm just going to go around the wire like that. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put the shoulders, the top part of the arm, and I'm gonna measure it all again. I kind of just want to have a rough view of the arm. And then also it helps me with the size of the hand. Can make a little bit chubbier in here. Okay, now I'm going to measure all out so I know the size of everything. Okay, so I'm gonna measure from the shoulder to the elbow, there. Then I know that is here. So I'm just gonna bring the shoulder a bit higher because it's too far from the neck. You see here? It's too far, so I'm gonna bring it higher and I'll keep the elbow here. I'm just gonna bring more clay to build the shoulder up there. And just over there. And that's better. Okay, now that I have the shoulder over there, I'm going to measure up again, see if the elbow is going to the right position. It is. That's a good size. And now I'm going to go elbow to beginning of the hand. And it's about here. So I have to put my hand a bit more inside, higher. I have my cousin working on beside me. She's dropping stuff. Try to don't make a lot of noises. Let me just make a mark right there. The hand must go higher. So, best way to pull this up, I think, is through the fingers. And then I can squeeze these fingers again. I think my wire is a little bit bigger, showing there. I'll just cover up. And this is where the hands should begin. Can make a lot of foldings on the baby, can make chubby baby. Or you can make skinny, and then you're gonna have to choose that and follow your reference. Here, and now I'm going to make sure that I have enough clay here to show that this is the arm, baby's arm. So first I just give all the right sizes and a basic shape, and then I'll start working on details and movement. I'm just gonna kind of give a better movement to this hand. And these fingers are going to have to go thinner. Especially this guy here. This one's too thick. And this, the best way to get rid of this thickness, I think, is just cutting with a knife so you remove all the excessive clay here. And it's okay if it's hiding this toe, this finger in there. It's fine, because the baby's hand is full. It's turned this way, so it's okay. Now this guy here is too thick at the edge, so you have to keep on working on these small details. maybe this is still too long. Yeah, it's long. I have to finish the elbow here. So what I'm gonna do is, instead of moving the hand, I'm going to bring the arm more to the front like that. So the elbow gets more in the front. Then this part of the arm is not so long. Now I'm just going to smooth this out a bit and then we can add details. Now let's add some details. So the babies, they have a little mark here, pretty much all around the hand. They also have a little dimp in here. Can maybe add some more chubby arms here, and thinking maybe keep this finger up to give more movement to this hand like this, and mark the dimples on his fingers. This, mark fingers, and then mark the nails. Gonna be very, very challenging here. I think I might even make those fingers more thin than it is here. I want to add some marks to the finger, so I'm gonna hold it here. I'm gonna add there. And now for the nails, it's gonna be hard, but possible. I probably need to do that with my glasses, but I'll do the same thing that I do for hands, adult hands. Just mark the nails here, very gentle. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me get closer. I can't even see myself. I need my glasses to do that. But anyways, just the same technique. When I put my glasses, I'll be able to see more details, but I make a mark in here, a mark in here, and I pull a bit to the back and here, and there's a little nail there. We still have to smooth this all out, and then all those marks are going to be softer. And then whatever you don't want to be softer, we have to remark. And that's it. So I like this. I might get this arm a little bit more chubby right here. And then the babies, they have a mark on the forearm here that adults don't have. They have a little extra mark here for chubbiness. Their elbows also have dimples, which we won't be able to see because this is right to her body. And there's a sleeve here, so we don't really have to worry about that because the baby also has sleeve and fringes here, so it's more this part that we have to be concerned. Okay, now I'm going to smooth this out. So just with my brush, some of my marks are going to be soft and good because I want them to be softer. Some of my marks might disappear and I'll have to redo them, which is fine. And some of them I can press with my brush to get them stronger if I want them stronger. Okay, I like this, and now I'm going to bake this hand and then make the sleeve before we put this baby to the mom's body. It's always good before baking, make sure to place the arm to the mom to see if it's gonna fit in there or if it's in a bad spot, and then you bake it. Okay guys, so I made the other arm and hand, and that actually was much easier to do it out of the camera, and also this hand is in a better position. I'm going to do his sleeves now, and I'm looking to the reference, and it's very fluffy, doesn't really have fringes dropping. So I'm just going to put some of my clay here, make it skinnier. This. Go around. I'm gonna pull to the body, connect body and arm together with the outfit, and then I'll paint that after. I'm gonna mark a lot of foldings. I know the name is not foldings in English, but I can't remember the proper name. And then same thing as we did with the mom's dress, we're going to put the texture once we like the shape. I might put some fringes here just to be similar to the mom's. Some more movement. And then here I have to be very careful because it's very close to mommy's body. So every time that I'm done doing this arm, I have to put on the body and squeeze to see if it will still fit or if it's on the way. And if it's on the way, we have to press it to the body and squeeze. put some more volume here close to the face, like my picture. And once you like the shape, just smooth out with the brush. And like I always do, as I smooth it out, I help to give it better shape too by pressing my brush deeper, harder, where I want it to be deeper. Here I kind of squeeze the sleeve up because it's going to be pressure to the mom's body, I think. There we go. And now we are going to put the texture just to make sure they are all the same. Here. I like it. And then for his fringes to his arm, they're very, very thin. So I'm just going to do it with clay. And they're not going to be falling. So there's not risk to break so much because it's going to be right attached to his arm. So I don't see why not. We just rolled a very thin clay, and I'm just gonna kind of cut and put around. And just go in the back here, kind of let the fringes go up to the mommy's arm like that. I think it's cute. There you go. Okay, so I put both arms, and now I'm going to bake it, and I will paint exactly the same way I've been painting the dresses, like mom's and baby. And then that's it for this class. Next week I'll be back with the baby painted, and the students asked me to make the baby's hair on a live class, not a recorded one. So I will stop here, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next week, and bye-bye.